Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who do not know, I am Lindsay. I am the Smashbox ambassador for the Wildcat Shop at Central Washington University. Finally back at school, I'm back at the Wildcat Shop, and so I decided to do a really exciting video today. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Smashbox Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trios. So I've done a video in the past about these Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trios, and it was a 5 looks using one Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio. And I'll link that below because it shows like the versatility of these palettes. But I wanted to make a dedicated video on all of the eyeshadow trios and try out each of the formulas of the eyeshadows, because they have mattes, they have metallics, and they have shimmers, and they all have a different formula obviously. So I wanted to demonstrate kind of how each of the different formulas work. So yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. So if you want to know more about the eyeshadow trios and see the look that I created today, then keep on watching. So I know that this is kind of off topic for the video, but I wanted to start out by talking about my face makeup, because I tried out a few different products from Smashbox that I hadn't tried before, and honestly all of them worked really well, and I'm very, very happy with how my makeup turned out today. So the first thing that I tried out was the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. I actually really liked it. It's really good at blurring your skin and super easy to apply, and then it also keeps your skin from getting really oily, and so I can definitely see that people with dry skin may not like this as much, but it definitely blurred my skin and stopped the oils, so that was really good, and it created a really good base for the foundation as well. I personally love liquid foundation, and that's all I use. I used to use BB cream, and then I switched over to the Smashbox Photo Finish, what is that called? The Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. And this is basically what I use every day because it's super lightweight like a BB cream, and it's oil free and hydrating and also full coverage, so I really like this foundation. But I have never tried a cream foundation before, so I wanted to try this one. So this is the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation. So it is a foundation on one side and then a contour on the other side. It's a super nice and creamy foundation, and honestly this is like so close to my skin tone that you can't really tell. But I just went ahead and applied it to my face, and then I blended it out with a damp beauty blender, and it blended out really nicely. It wasn't hard to blend at all, even though it is a cream instead of a liquid. It was actually super full coverage. Like honestly, I feel like my makeup looks super good. I really, really like this. And then I went ahead and I contoured as well. And normally I go in with only powder contour. Since this foundation comes with a contour shade that's like picked out perfectly for your skin tone, I went in with that, and honestly it was the perfect color. Like it was a really nice cool tone contour shade. It blended out really nicely, and I really liked that as well. Next I went in with concealer. The Smashbox concealers still aren't in, but make sure you follow my Instagram and I will keep you updated as soon as we get those concealers in. I've been waiting, and I know a lot of people have been waiting as well, so I will let you know as soon as those ones come in. They are ordered and they're on their way. So next I went and set my face with the Smashbox Halo Hydrating Perfecting Powder, and then I went in with the Smashbox Step by Step Contour Palette, and I just took the contour shade and the brush that comes with this palette, and I went through and I set all of the cream contour from before, and then I went in with my Smashbox Brow Tech Matte Pencil in the shade Taupe and just filled in my brows. So now I can get into the actual Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trios. So I brought home a few of them so that I could share them with you on camera, but I also did swatches of every single one of them, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I wanted to talk about the nude eyeshadows first. So they have 4 different trios of nude eyeshadow shades. So first they have the trio Nudie Pig Fair, which has the shade Bare It All, Hang, and Gray Bay. The next one is Nudie Pig Light, which has the shade Vanilla, Sable, and Sumatra. Next they have the Nudie Pig Medium Trio, which has the shade Cashew Outside, Wheat, and Hazelnut. And then lastly, they have the Nudie Pick Deep, which has the shades Lacy Sunday, In the Mood, and Vintage. So I really like these eyeshadow trios in particular because depending on your skin tone or even just like what shadows you want, you can grab just like the perfect neutral shadows for you. And for somebody who maybe doesn't want to spend a whole bunch of time doing their makeup in the morning, or somebody who doesn't do their makeup very often and just wants something simple, these ones are perfect. You can grab whichever of the Nudie Pick trios you would like. You just take the lighter shade all over your lid, the medium shade in your crease, and then the darker shade on the outer corner. And basically your entire eye look is right here and done and ready to go. And it's not going to be super bright colors. It's going to be just everyday colors that are going to like enhance your eyes and make your eyes look bigger and brighter and more awake without being too overwhelming. So it's really good for somebody who wants a neutral makeup palette and doesn't want to spend a lot of time. These eyeshadow palettes will be perfect. You can just pick it up and it's all right here, ready to go. Okay, so now we can get into the other eyeshadow trios. I did use more than one trio for the eye look that I did today. They're made specifically to be 3 shades that go together, and then you can create any eye look with just one palette. But I wanted to show the variety of formulas with the shadows, and so that is why I used more than one. And also, you don't have to use only shadows from one trio. Like if you're like me and you like the blue shade from the On Location trio, then you can just get that and use the blue shade with any of your other eyeshadows. Obviously, there's no rules onto how you use these shadows. So for today's eye look, I started out with the Nudie Pick Light palette, and I went into the largest, lightest shade, which is called Vanilla, and I just placed that all over my lid with a fluffy brush. And then I went into the medium shade, which is called Sable, and I placed that into my crease just to add some definition there. And that kind of acted as my transition shade. What I like about the matte shades from Smashbox is that they're super blendable. They feel pretty creamy, and they're blendable and buildable. Then I went into the trio On Location, and I wanted to do kind of a blue look today because it's January, it's winter, there's snow outside. I was just inspired by doing like a blue wintry look. Anyway, so I took the blue shade from the On Location trio, which is called All the Teals. I just used my finger and I placed that right in the center of my eyelid, because I didn't want to go overboard with such a bright blue. And that blue is super pigmented. It's the metallic shade, and what I really like about Smashbox's metallic shadows is that they're super creamy and almost wet feeling. I want to maybe swatch a different one for you. They go on so flawlessly and they're just beautiful and gorgeous. So the next thing that I did is I went in with the Day Rate eyeshadow trio, and I went into the shade Roll Deep, which is the dark blue in that palette, and I just went ahead and I put that on the outer corner to deepen that up and add a little bit more dimension. And then I wanted to deepen up the outer corner even more and add a matte shade, so I went back into the Fair Nudie Pick trio and placed that dark shade called Sumatra on the outer corner as well. Then I wanted to brighten up the look and kind of diffuse the blue a little bit, so I went back into the On Location trio and I went into the shade Pool Boy and just placed that all over the lid and used it to blend out the blue as well. So then I went ahead and I applied a winged liner using the Smashbox Always On liquid eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went in with just a pencil brush and the medium shade from the Nudie Pick Light palette once again, which is called Sable, and I just smudged that underneath my lower lash line to kind of bring the whole look together. Just went ahead and highlighted my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, underneath my brow bones, in the inner corners of my eyes, and my cupid's bow with the Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Gold, and I used the shade Turn It On Gold. And then I decided to add a little bit of color to the waterline, so I took the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner in the shade French Navy and added that to my waterline. And then I applied some of the Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes. And I finished off the eyes with the Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara. And then to finish off the entire look, I went in with lips. And I started out with the Smashbox Always Sharp Lip Liner in the shade Nude Light. And the lipstick that I used was the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Gotta Light. Okay, so now that I've gone through and kind of tested out all the shadows on my eyes, I want to go and show you swatches of every single one of the eyeshadow trios, all 16 of them. I'm going to go through and show you swatches of them now. So we've already gone through the Nudie Pick ones. We're going to start out with the trio in the shade Holy Crap. So first we have the shade Lingerie, Outfoxed, and Miss Chili. Next we have the trio Day Rate, and this has the shade Gold Hoops, Dime Piece, and Roll Deep. And then we have the trio Showmance, and this one has the shade Hold My Gold, Borrowed Bling, and Hundo. And next is the Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio On Location, and the shades in this one are Pool Boy, Gold Sunnies, and All the Teals. Next in the trio Tag Me, the shades in this one are Bellini Bling, Bikini Scene, and Spiked Punch. Next, the trio Double Tap. The shades in this one are Meme Girl, Gift Me That, and Side Hustle. Next, the trio It's Fire, and this one has the shade Pixel Dust, Sizzle Real, and Push-Up Bronze. Next, the trio Hashtag Repost, and the shades in this are Sparkle Pony, Say What, and Stormy. Next we have the trio in Punked, and then we have the shade Rock Icon, Punked, and Blackout. Next we have the trio Hashtag Goals. So for this one we have the shade Revenge Bod, 10,000 Likes, and Cha-Ching. Then moving on to the trio Night Shoot, and here's the shade Vanilla, Moon Me, and Smoke Break. And lastly we have Snap Queen, and the shades in this one are Get Candid, Hit Reply, and Save to Faves. Okay, so that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed talking about the Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trios. I really love these eyeshadow trios. They're really beautiful, pigmented, and blendable, and just easy to use, and I think they're really fantastic. I absolutely love the color combinations for all of the trios. They're super unique and interesting, and they're really nice for travel. You can just throw one in your bag and you're good to go with super easy eye looks. Or you can use them to add to your collection with super unique colors and to mix with the eyeshadows that you already have. And don't forget to follow my Instagram at LindsayIrene16. I post live swatches there very often, pictures of all the products, updates on everything happening at the Wildcat Shop, and I let you know when products come in, so don't forget to follow me there for a lot of great information about Smashbox. You can also come see me at the Wildcat Shop, and I can give you any makeup tips that you'd like to know, or I can help you with application, I can do color matching, and you can also swatch out all of these beautiful shadows for yourself, and I highly recommend doing that. Especially the shimmers are just beautiful and you can't really tell on camera. So yeah, just stop by anytime and you can swatch any of these shades and pick your favorite. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about all of the Smashbox products. I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.